Hey guys, it's me, Liv. So today I'm bringing you some more mixed media time. So I wanted to bring you a short version and a craft along as to how I did these 3 ATC cards. Super simple. They are using the same exact inks and using the same exact embossing folder to create this, and I'm going to show you how I did this in case anyone is starting to, as I call, dabble in the mixed media area. So I hope you guys enjoy this. So the folder that I'm using is Suzette Texture Fades folder, and it has these really cool like leaves and vine kind of look to it with some impressions of like flowers and such. And then the inks that I use for these 3 cards are here. Now, 2 of them I embossed prior to inking, and 1 of them I embossed after I inked it. Now, I'm not going to use these same exact colors. I'm actually going to go with 3 different colors because I have some Halloween projects that I have that are to come up, and I'm going to be going some more Halloweeny colors. So I am going to do my sample cards with these 3, which is Black Soot, Twisted Citron, and Dusty Concord. So let me move these out of the way and you can see how we do it. I've already pre-cut 3 ATC cards. This is cut out of the Ranger Mixed Media cardstock. I'm going to tell you that even though it holds up to most things well, the one thing I am not a huge fan of is that I still feel that the paper is somewhat flimsy and it will fold up. So whenever I do ATC cards, I always double back it. I'm going to show you with this example that I did here. I put another one, and then you can see this one lays much more solid and firm, and you don't get all the warping that I feel like you get when it's just one layer. You can use any kind of paper you want on the back side of it, but that's just my opinion on it. I'm not a huge fan of that. So let me move these out of the way. Now for the embossing, I am using my Cuttlebug. And like I said, 2 of them I did emboss first, and then I went back and inked. So we will do those first. Any type of machine that you use for metal die cuts should work, whether you have a Genie or a Cuttlebug or whatever it is that you may use. I've had this Cuttlebug forever. Nice and trusty, no problem. So at this point, I'm not envisioning I'm going to move on to any of the other cool machines that are out there. Now, if you haven't used embossing folders before, you will always see that one will have the raised side and one will have I guess the negative side where it kind of imprints inward. Now both sides are actually really cool to work with. I'll do that in a different video and show you. For this particular one, I am using the raised side. I'm just going to put this one to the side because I did that one opposite. Now, no particular rhyme or reason as to how you do this. You personally pick what works for you. I'm going to keep my black more to the outside of my card. Now there's a variety of tools that you can use for this. And you know what? I forgot I just recently purchased those cool brushes that look like makeup brushes that everyone has been using. They actually are makeup brushes. I found them online, I think on Amazon, for a ridiculously cheap price. Because they were just, I guess, your standard ones instead of the highly priced ones that you see when they're styled as specific craft ones. So now again, like I said, I am purposely using this color scheme. I'm going for a Halloween theme here with these. I don't have the sentiments picked out yet. I still got to do some Halloween shopping to get good ones with this. Now, if you are new to using Distress inks, one, you probably shouldn't touch it as much as I do. But it's late and I want to kind of show you guys how I do this. And then the other thing is you generally do need to do probably maybe 1 or 2 different coats of color to really get the color on if you like a lot of depth. So, ta-da, that is one done. Now you put whatever sentiment that you have for this. I'm trying to see if I have anything here in my stash that would work. But like I said, I really do have to go Halloween shopping. Kind of run out of most of my Halloween type embellishments. So that is definitely something I'm going to have to work on for next time. But I think this is a good start for that theme. So nice and simple. It's really kind of cool how it just raises up. You can see how the ink gets in there and such. I'm just going to go over it one more time with purple because that's what I really don't feel is popping out as much as I'd like. Now, Distress inks are super cool to use for, you know, sky scenes. You can use the same color scheme if you want to try to do like a galaxy type theme for you. And these are like the stars and such. It works really well as well. So I'm going to put this here and then move on to the next one. So that resembles this one that I did. So you can see how bold the colors come out and just really how cool the embossing folder looks. And that's really all you need to do for this one. Now, how did I make this? And it's so easy. So right underneath, and I don't know if you can tell, I have a little bit of a plastic mat here. My table's a mess anyway, but I'll be getting a new cover soon. So I'm not too worried about that. But this works really well. So the first thing you're going to do is take whatever color you're using. So this is the purple. This is the green. And here's the black. You want to put it on some type of mat. I would not suggest putting this straight onto your table. In case you're wondering. You squirt a little bit of water onto each one. Take your card and, for lack of a better term, smoosh. Now, my lights are going to go a little bit darker because I only have 2 outlets down here. And one of the things I am going to suggest is that you do try between the different colors. So I'm going to unplug one of my lights that I have set here. And draw this out just a little bit. I'm just using my good old-fashioned heat gun for this. Get this all dried out. Splatter is completely fine. That's kind of what you want for this. You know, go into your next color. Put it wherever you want. Try to get some here. Alright, I'm going to dry this off just a little bit. Up. So this already looks cool. Great color scheme if you wanted to do more of like a nature kind of scene, if that was something that you were going for. as well. That Concord and that Citron would work really well for that. Again, like I said, I'm purposely going for a more spooky theme. Again, you just dry onto your wet spots. Now, I don't personally feel that this has enough color yet, so I'm going to go in with some of my other ones and try to pull up some more of the colors. And now I'm just really go ahead and see how much coverage I get. Much better. What's really cool about this, one, if you use a plastic mat, nice and easy cleanup. Two, I want more purple. Super easy to get more. I'm going to go now dab on my purple. The too much white spots that I think I have. And dry that off. Of course, kind of like what you saw me do in the other one, you can take your the liquid and kind of spread it out a little bit more if you want. Completely up to you. And I think I want just a little bit more of the citron, so let me get that here and bring that out. Yes. I want this covered as much as possible. You may want a lot of white space, completely up to you. You know, that's the great thing about creating. It's kind of whatever comes to you. And final dry off with the heat down. And I'm happy with it. I think that's more than enough color. So, that was the one that I showed you as a sample. And this is what it looks like afterwards. Cool. This is definitely going to look cool when I get the embellishments that I want to put on there. So, but for today, I'm just really showing you how. But this matches that and how this effect comes out when you use your distress inks like that. Now, for the final one, I'm actually going to ink it up first. And then go from there. So, I just wanted to take out my sample card so I remember. So I have my purple here. Now, one of the things I do find when you ink is this is not an easy art to do repetitively over and over again in terms of getting the same exact color scheme. But just do the best you can. Because most people do not make lots of matching ATCs. But you definitely can if that's what your goal is. So I like to go in a little bit of a circular motion. You can use something else to hold it still if you need to. Just so if you have ink on your hands, it doesn't get all over. But I do find, for example, here I got some purple. If you do some really good smoothing, that's going to blend in and it's not going to stand out like you saw before. And finally, let me come back with my black. And I want just a little bit more purple in here. you didn't notice, I try to keep my sponges right underneath, just because I don't like to mix my pads together so that I don't mess up the actual original ink. So I keep the little sponge pads underneath in that little corner that they have there. I guess that little space. So, okay. Then the only thing I'm going to do different here. This is just regular old water. I know it says acrylic spritz, but there's nothing but water in here. It's a little spritz bottle that I made. You are going to spray some water on there. You can spray again if you want. I say count to like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See if you can see on the camera. You see those little droplets that are starting to appear? This is one of the cool things about the Distress inks and about the oxides too, if you have those. I do have those. But when I want rich color, I go for my inks. When I want a more muted color, I use my oxides. But anyway, so all you have to do for this, regular old napkin, and just tap it up. And then you're going to get this absolutely cool speckled effect that you see here. You have to be okay with not knowing exactly how it's going to look, because that's the fun of it. Then you're going to take your card, put it in your embossing pad, in your embossing folder, I mean. Let me move this out the way. And then run it through. Now, how cool is that? Love it. Same exact, so you can kind of see some of the spots that came here. Of course, the more water you put on it, the more you're going to get it. But if you want just a little slight effect, you could do something like this, or you're going to see it here. So, super quick version. I'll come back and show you guys what these look like another day when I'm all done getting my embellishments, as I do plan to put these into my swap that is coming up for Halloween. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Got some ideas of different ways that you can use the same old embossing folder. You can pull one out of your rack. I know we've probably neglected our little embossing folders with all the fancy stuff that we see that's come out, but they are an oldie but a goodie. And pulling out those Distress inks. Again, you can also do this with oxides. It doesn't really matter, but get these goodies out as well so that you can create totally different versions of ATCs using the same exact supplies. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great night. If you did, feel free to give a thumbs up, and hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.